There's never been an 8-bowler format like this in PBA Tour television history, Randy. It's all about the total pinfall. 5 TV shows, first 2 round-robin play. And we've got Belmonte, Svensson, Tackett, and Dom Barrett. It's going to be fun to watch, Randy Peterson.
It's all about round-robin match play. It's all about winning and getting that 50 bonus spins. Huge.
Jason Belmonte gets us started. After the long trip from New South Wales, Australia. 4 hours to the airport, 16 hours in the air to Dallas, another 3 to Orlando. 30 hours in all. And ready to bowl in Orlando here today. And go 10 pins.
Excuse me, Dave. And going with urethane once again in his opening match on our last show. He started with urethane and lost to Sean Rash, 215, 237.
EJ Tackett, we saw it a moment ago, fantastic in show 1, and continues the bliss to the rack to begin show 2 with a strike. Belmo, 10 pin, as pair. 31-year-old Dom Barrett. English bowling star. Madison Lanes in Malden, Essex. England is home center. And a good strike, tripping out the 10 pin for Dom, our 3 seed, to get things started in this match.
He's only 53 behind EJ Tackett. That's just 1 win.
Far and away our leader after show 1. Svensson. Swedish sensation. Wow. Cuts through all 10. Only bowler over 600 pins in that first day. 636, 2-0 record. Barrett 511 pins, 1-1 record for him. In show 1, lost to Simonelli. Beat Jones. All 10 down.
Players have learned something from the first telecast. They're trying to go straighter. And then they're all trying to beat this guy, averaging a smooth 268 for his 2 games last telecast.
He's the Iceman, dug by Randy, and he stays red hot.
Don't use that, that's mine. Or I'm gonna start saying 60 feet to you know what.
Okay, it is trademarked. EJ Tackett. What a start.
EJ just kind of averaging a smooth 234, but it's been enough to pick up 2 big wins.
Belmo 1-1, 45 through 2 shows, or 1 show and 2 games. This show 2 for him. Tackett beat Jones and Simonelli. He's locked in.
Well, if anybody's going to continue to curve it, it's going to be EJ Tackett. The only time I haven't seen him curve it is when he uses urethane. He did use urethane in the doubles event in Portland, Maine, finishing runner-up to Svensson and Troop. Kyle Troop was amazing that day. In fact, both players just incredible in their big win.
Belmo, the only non-strike so far of all the bowlers. That was the first frame. He's got back-to-back jacks now. Everybody else has been perfect to start. So 1-1 for Barrett. Round robin play continues. Didn't like it. It was way high, 7-pin count.
Looked like he grabbed it and got it in, and when you're trying to go straight and you're a power player, that's never a good combination. Two groups, bracketed, match play, round robin. The player's next match will be a position round for these 4. Look out. Hard way.
Covers nicely, has a mark. And the way the bowling is going so far on this show, You got to stay clean to open frames. Here's Svensson looking for the front four, head-to-head with Belmo.
Just a unique, amazing, one-of-a-kind style right here, folks. Oh, vicious ring and 7 for the tall Swede. Now Dom Barrett, another great, one of our great international players, stepping up. Much better.
Seven. Svensson wastes no time. Completely locked in. Again. EJ Tackett 2-0. Jones and Simonelli, victims so far. Player of the year, all 10 down. Stays red hot.
Boy, was that flush. Like all 10 pins pulled off the deck at the same time.
Top seed Belmonte. Got some help on the 10-pin. Belmont told us yesterday he's been practicing late after the kids are asleep back home in Australia. Go to 11 o'clock at night. Turn on the bowling center lights himself after everything's closed down. Blast the tunes and practice. EJ blast through 10 more.
It's like EJ. Looks like EJ Tackett's driving a semi-truck through the 1-3 pocket on the last 2 shots. Perfect through 5. Watch this, folks. This ball goes through the pins and it creates its own vortex. And a good shot by Dom.
Ever do that yourself? Go to the bowling center after everything's closed down?
No, they wouldn't.
There.
No, they wouldn't let me in.
That's not true. You're Randy Peterson.
Yeah, that didn't matter.
He's Randy Peterson, Hall of Famer. I'm Dave Bryant from the main event entertainment center here in Orlando. Randy, the Hall of Famer, I'm sure got into a bowling center or two after hours to practice.
I'm not going to say I didn't break into a few.
All 10 down for Belmo.
That was a long time ago, Dave. I was young.
Back to Barrett. Title so far this year in Munich, Germany. 5 for his career, 1 major. Last season, over $116,000 in earnings for Barrett. Svensson, a lot of earnings certainly for him in the future. Look at the ball velocity, ball speed, rev rate, just sawing it through the wood. From hoops to hockey, the diamond to the gridiron, the morning's most outrageous team has you covered. Don't miss Boomer and Cart, presented by Gillette Pro Shield. Weekday mornings at 6 Eastern on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. We've seen almost nothing but perfection from Svensson. But you've seen a lot of his bowling when things aren't always going this well. If and when he does have problems, what's going wrong?
It's just ball reaction. I mean, when he can use urethane and get it to face up like that, you can't beat the guy. I mean, he's just amazing. And again, averaging just a smooth, cool 268. Lots more of the Iceman when we return.
EJ Tackett getting it done. Front 5 head-to-head with Dom Barrett. And now here's Randy Peterson with today's Track Tech Talk. More on Tackett's great game.
Thanks, Dave. Well, in my opinion, EJ Tackett's got a great swing. And this is what I try to teach all my students at home. It's all about swing direction. But this is one of the reasons why he's able to create so much power. We're going to take a look at his backswing now. Watch the direction of the backswing. See how it comes in this direction? Now watch what it does on the way down. it goes into that direction. What it does is it puts his hand to the inside part of the bowling ball. That's how he creates all that power. Remember, folks, pros work the inside part of the ball.
Good breakdown, partner. He has been red hot so far to begin show 2. Belmont looks for the 5-bagger, 6 frame, 9 spare. First frame, that's been it. The lone blip so far for him against Jesper Svensson. It's a great matchup.
A lot of strikes here in this opening match.
Another one in the books for Belmonte.
Started with that ring 10, and it's been 5 in a row ever since, but E.J. Tackett gets up, and he's perfect. Looking to stay perfect. Just nasty backhand reaction by the squirrel, E.J. Tackett.
Belmonte counters. Wow, the ringing 10-pin. Really good shot.
Remember, folks, the players are trying to get in position to capture that #1 seed in the stepladder finals. They'll only need 1 win to win their group. Those leaders right now, they're that man, E.J. Tackett, and Jesper Svensson. E.J. front 7 now, perfect.
Wow. Blistering the rack. I mean, they've got no chance. Facing E.J. Tackett today. Belmonte's hands full of the young Swedish star.
Just watching these players, it's just incredible how much power they're able to create, and they do it a couple of different ways. You got your two-handed style with no thumb. You've got E.J. Tackett, who just explodes on it from the ground up, and then Dom Barrett, who bends the elbow and the wrist in the downswing. And the common denominator for all of them is power. Take a look at the 2015 PBA Rookie of the Year, the Iceman, Jesper Svensson.
6 titles already, 1 career major. Made 4 shows last year. 2nd of 2017. At the PBA Tour Finals, and he is feeling it. Dom Barrett himself a major winner. All 10 down.
Now that shot versus the one where he went through the nose and left the 3-6-10 was online, but less hand. As long as he doesn't grab it and try to give it some extra revs at the bottom, he can play that down and in line.
2016 TOC champ, youngest player ever to win that event at 20 years old. Svensson. Sizzling, scintillating Svensson continues. I think the Iceman's got legs. It's going to stick.
Gosh. Just fun to watch. I mean, when he's got it, it all looks the same.
Wow.
25 of 29 strikes thus far for Jesper Svensson.
In this game total between the 4. 26 of 30, and we just keep rolling on here with this outstanding bowling from Orlando. This is fantastic to watch.
Jesper's only missed 6 times in 2 games and 8 frames.
How about that?
6 shots he has not struck on.
Belmont tries for the 6th strike of this game. And has it.
Trying to hang. They've got a lot of ground to move up, though, in Group 1. Belmonte 151 pins behind Jesper Svensson.
Tackett, can he stay hot? You better believe it.
Yeah, he got away with that when he mauled on it. He jumped all over that shot. And it's the front 8.
Take a rerun.
8 in a row to start this game for E.J. Tackett. How about it?
What's that?
You don't see him loft it very often, and that time he jumped on that one a bit, but Hey, it's not how, it's how many.
There's a $10,000 pool here at the PBA Tour Finals to be shared among those who roll a 300 game on TV. We might have our first with EJ Tackett, the front 8. Second of 5 shows leading us to a PBA Tour title in Orlando. Frame.
Carry.
It carried all right. All 10 down for Belmo to even things up in his foundation frame. Great match there. Tackett Barrett continues. EJ has another one. Front 9. Inching closer to perfection.
Well, if you don't like entertainment, you don't like striking, well, you won't like watching this show. But right now, these players are on fire. No matter what Jason Belmonte does, though, he cannot shut out the Iceman. Jesper can strike out 9th and 10th for 279. Max score Belmonte 269. Gotta have it. High flush for the tall Swede. This is an absolute strike fest. Dom Barrett still has a possible 277, could lose by 23 pins.
That frame tries for a 6-bagger to stay close. Rips out the 10, another strike. And Dom Barrett to cut into the lead.
Some of the biggest scores that I've covered in a long time on the PBA Tour, right in front of you. Jesper Svensson, 2 more, and he shuts out Belmonte to extend his lead in Group 1.
That's what he needs. There's one. What a look he's got from that left side. Dynamite 2-hander. Barrett answers in the 1-3 pocket.
It's quite possible that Jason Belmonte could have the low game in this round with 269. This to shut out Belmonte.
And to go 3-0 to begin the round robin match play. He's done it.
Wow.
Nothing but sawdust is left.
That will all but lock up the #1 seed in Group 1 for Jesper Svensson. 268, 268, and now possible 279.
Wow. Red hot through 2+ shows for Svensson.
Well, Dom will be in the 260s, but all EJ needs now is a mark in the 10th. Actually, just needs good count, I think. 9 on the first ball. EJ Tackett wins. And, of course, any mark. Just filthy. Jesper Svensson, 279. Not a whole lot you can do about that.
All right, come on.
266. Barrett bowls well. Belmo wrapping things up. Not much you can do against Svensson's excellence.
Everybody on the side of Group 1 now fighting for second in terms of positioning for the stepladder finals.
One more shot.
EJ Tackett looks for a 10th in a row here. Trying for a perfect game. Getting closer.
EJ looking to extend his lead in Group 2. 2 more for perfection.
Tackett 2-0. Group 2. Svensson now 3-0. Group 1. Belmo. Finish up strong. Leaves the 10-pin.
Solid game, though, Dave. 2 ring and 10s and then the flat 10 there for 258 with a spare.
Number 11 for EJ. Yeah! 11 straight.
Almost leaves a stone 9.
But didn't, and 1 ball away from a perfect 300 game. Almost got his 10-pin. This was close, Randy.
I think the wind knocked the 9 over as the ball went by it.
4 perfect game. No, doesn't get it, leaves a 4-pin. And a 299 game for EJ Tackett. Drama in Orlando. Well, fans appreciate a tremendous effort. 1 pin shy of a perfect 300 game, but he's 3-0 in round robin match play.
A little aggressive. Look at the ball track between 3rd and 4th arrow. Breaks loose right at the end and comes up just a pinch high, leaving the 4.
That's tough, but he's 3-0, and he gets 50 more pins for another victory, as does Svensson. Both looking good here in Orlando, Florida.